I'm Mark Friedman. I've been working with Tulip for 6 months, and my background's in lean manufacturing. MasksOn was started by a group of clinicians, technologists, and other organizations across the country who are trying to come up with a creative solution to solve the supply chain shortage issue in PPE. The idea they came up with was to retrofit and adapt an existing scuba mask and attach a filter to it.
In the early days of the MasksOn project, I knew immediately that we needed a more scalable, sustainable process because we were hand taking an inventory, marking everything, hand creating our tracking numbers for the parts, and then doing the fulfillment and creating the shipping labels even manually.
When we first started working with MasksOn, what we realized is they were facing a supply chain and logistics issue, and they needed something fast. So Tulip being app-based, no code, and on the cloud meant that they could actually start using and creating a solution immediately.
There's an environment that's constantly changing, constant needs that are going back and forth. People working from home, working from the offices, working across the country right now. This software, since it's cloud-based, allows us to perform these day-to-day operations very quickly.
Any other ERP or MES just would be too rigid, and Tulip was going to be able to not only be flexible enough to adapt to their changes, but scale as they did.
This is a small contract manufacturing facility, so we don't need to run an SAP system. What we need is a homegrown system like Tulip working in our environment, understanding the workflow that we have, and customize your Tulip software to our workflow here at Lightspeed. That's what has been a great integration.
We went from concept to implementation in just 4 days. We started with what they were doing by looking at the systems they had in place, text messages, spreadsheets, phone calls, and the very next day, we had a solution. By the end of the week, we were in production.
There's not a lot of systems that can actually do so in as smooth of a process that Tulip provides. So they helped us set up the full manufacturing, shipping, and order fulfillment process with a few clicks of a button.
The solution we built with MasksOn is actually a number of different applications, all working in concert. Starting with the clinician ordering the masks, going through manufacturing, and out to delivery.
They were the obvious choice for this operation because they helped us with inventory intake, making sure we knew what we needed to order ahead of time before we ran out. And then through the manufacturing side too, just creating lot numbers, our tracking numbers for the actual parts and adapters, and then of course order fulfillment.
What we really set up was a logistics system that was not only able to adapt to the rapid evolution of this process, but something that would scale with the process and be easily adaptable for anyone else. All of this was possible because of Tulip's flexibility.
We really had a goal here of one, getting masks out as quickly as possible, but then also being able to provide a sustainable chain of supplies. We're doing over 1,000 masks a day now. That would not be possible with any other system that I can think of.
MasksOn went from shipping 200 units total to now they're shipping 1,000 a day. They're in almost every state of the country. They've shipped internationally, and they're only getting started. Other organizations, just like MasksOn, are setting out to accomplish the same thing. We can take the solution we made and adapt it to their needs, helping them scale too.